Hi guys, welcome back to SuperSteel Gaming. It's still everybody here, and today I want to talk about the Armory event. Now I know the Armory event just ended, but I want to give my feedback on it as a general thing and just let you guys know how I thought it went. Also want to talk about a new system I came up with that I think will seriously help Enlisted if they were able ever to put something like that into place. Now guys, if you enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, leave me a comment down below, and give this video a like. Also, guys, definitely go check out Major McDonald's Discord. There's some great community members. There's also some great content creators such as myself, Quadro, and Major McDonald's. So definitely go check it out. It is definitely 100% worth it. And there's always some cool stuff going on in there. So check it out. Now, guys, I could spend a bunch of time going through the Armory event and talking about all the ins and outs of it, what I thought was good and what I thought was bad, but I want to do something a little bit different. I want to present you guys with a system that I came up with to help the game a little bit based off of the Armory event. Now, real quickly, I did want to say it was a great event. There was nothing really wrong with it except one small little thing. And it wasn't even that it was a big deal with the event, it was just the way that it was orchestrated. There was a lot of players that would play all the way through it, did stuff every day, maxed out everything, but just never really got any good rewards. It just never gave them any. So guys, I would have to say that there should have been a guarantee thing there where like every 30,000 combat points, you're guaranteed to get a something, whether it's a gold order or one of the 4 event orders, at least so that everybody could have got at least one thing. Just saying, guys, because I do think that was a little bit off. But other than that, I think the event was pretty spot on every other point. So guys, basically my new system is divided into 2 parts. Now the first part and the second part can be together, but most likely would be an either or situation. Now the first part is simply every 6 months, as an example, it could be any amount of time, but as an example, every 6 months you have an Armory type event, even if it's not specifically named Armory event. Now, basically the idea is for newer players, it would give them a reason to want to work harder in between so that they could get different rewards. Now, I've talked to a lot of people on Discord and even a couple of videos, and they've basically said, and I completely agree, that you wouldn't necessarily put special weapons or portraits into every single one, but having a gold order of some type, such as a personnel gold order or a vehicle gold order, and here or there throwing in a weapons order would be a pretty good top prize. And then you mainly have a bunch of basic orders that you can get to help advance people through and help with the grind and just make things more enjoyable. And I just think you found something that people really enjoy. It's very simple. It doesn't mess up people's play style. It just is cool because you can just play. So guys, I think that is something that they should use, and I think it would be very cool if they had something like that. Just little things to give people an incentive to be like, okay, yeah, I want to work harder. I want to play harder because I want to be to get X, Y, and Z rewards at the end of the 6 months. And you could even do 3 months to make it a little bit more close. But anyway, guys, that is the first part. So I'm sure you're looking at me like, come on. I mean, that's it. So no, it's not. The first part's very simple, but the second part's not. It's more complex, and I think it will be a lot more engaging and hopefully would be a better plan. I just kind of was saying if you couldn't do anything else, the first part to just have every 3 to 6 months an event like that would be pretty cool. But I think if they were going to do one, the second part would probably be the best possible thing they could do out of these 2 things. So guys, my biggest issue with the plans to fix Enlisted that a lot of people in the community put out is just they're too big, they're too drastic, and they would just completely upheave the way you play the game, and it just would take a very long time to get it all fixed in and transitioned over. But just as something to fix some of the morale and some little issues so as far as the grind, I had a pretty cool idea. So the first thing would be, and this is, of course, the second part of this, and the Armory event kind of got this in my mind. You would first have a new player cast set and a pro player cast set. Now, the new player cast set would have three different types of things. Different soldier and weapon upgrades. It would have silver cards, and it would have XP boosters. Things to help with newer player struggles, like getting your weapons upgraded, getting your soldiers upgraded, buying new soldiers, getting through the grind. So it kind of pushed down on those issues, and it would begin to hopefully make new players be willing to jump because they're constantly working toward new events and new tasks. And you could even here or there throw in where it randomly spits out a gold order once in a while for something, mainly just a soldier or a vehicle, just to give them a little bit of shock factor. Now, basically what this would do is it would help with newer players getting through the campaign. But because the pro players, I'm sure, would also want something, I thought up, okay, well, what if the pro players had stuff that would be a little bit more geared toward them? More silver orders and customization cards and a little bit better chance of pulling some gold cards here or there. Stuff that more pro players would be interested in getting. And basically both of these sides would be separated by battle numbers. So for this video, I'll give an example. If you had a player with 600 battles, he would now only qualify for pro task. It would flip over. So these tasks would now be for a little bit more pro stuff. Now, it would not work perfectly, but if you had it, for example, as number of campaign maxed out, you could probably get around that and kind of cheat that a little bit. So you would get more upgrade cards and you could get more XP cards. Now, the idea though here is so you have pro players who are getting stuff they would more enjoy. So you're going to be getting gold order cards more, not a lot, but just a little bit more. You're going to be getting silver orders, which, can be helpful for certain higher level things like backpacks, etc., etc. And, you'll get a few upgrade cards and like customization cards because they might want to customize some of their soldiers, and it'll just help keep them a little bit more engaged and feel like they're getting something for playing a battle more than just a couple of silver order cards. Now, the idea here is overall, you would now have something that would help the new players with the grind and the older players with getting bored. Now, I did have one other side to this, and that would just be that if you only were going to do one, just have it for new players so that they could get through some of the hardships of having a hard time with the grind and all that when they're coming in. But in my opinion, I think having a dual-sided thing there would be a really, really cool thing. Now, the reason I said you probably wouldn't have 6 months or 3 months events every time you have like every 3 months or 6 months you would have a new event. The reason why I don't think that would make much realistic sense if you had this is because you would basically have a constant armory event. It would just be slightly different. So anyway, guys, that is my main thoughts. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say real quickly that this video was actually unscripted. So basically what that means is just that I didn't have anything I was following along with. I do some outlining with most of my other videos, but I didn't want to do that this time because I just wanted to kind of have it from the heart and throw out my ideas here without following some outline. Usually I try to keep a balance of structure and creativity, but in this case I just kind of wanted to throw it out there. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, give us a like, give me a subscribe, and please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this idea. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. I'll see you on the battlefield, soldier. Stillero, signing out.